Recording in progress.
Hey guys, once again, this is Mr. D of DSS Review Center. And once again, I'll be teaching you about circle, particularly intercepted arcs and the angle outside the circle. Okay, so in our previous videos, you learned about the relationship between the central angle and the intercepted arc. And we learned that if the central angle is 60, then its intercepted arc is also 60 degrees. We also learned about inscribed angle and intercepted arc, wherein, given this scenario, if to get the measurement of angle 2, all you have to do is find, okay, the measurement of angle A divided by 2, you will get angle 2. However, if angle 2 is given and you are to look for arc A, then all you have to do is multiply it by 2. If this is 30, then multiply it by 2, arc A is 60 degrees. You also learned about intercepted arcs and the angles formed by two chords. So here, A, B in relation to angles 3 and 4. So if A is 30 and B is 40, all you have to do is add 30 plus 40 is 70 divided by 2, that is 35, which is the measurement of either angle 3 or angle 4. Okay, so for today, I will be teaching you the relation between the intercepted arcs and the angle outside the circle. So particularly in this figure, we are only interested with arc A, arc B, and angle 3. However, for us to make some discovery, for us to discover something, we will use again the concept of central angle in measuring the angles together with angle 1 and angle 2. Okay, so let's start. First is let us identify the measurement of arc A. And for us to be able to do that, we have to get the measurement of angle 1. And in this case, angle 1 from here up to there, it's all between 100 and 110, almost 105. So that is 104 degrees. Okay, so how about the next angle? We are looking for arc B, and to be able to do that, we have to measure the angle of angle 2. And with that, angle 2 is, this is 0, 10, 20, 30. That is actually 33 degrees. That means arc B is also 33 degrees. What else? We need to measure the angle outside the circle with the use of our transparent protractor. And that is, okay, almost 30, that's actually after 35 degrees. It's between 35 and 36. So let's say 35.5 degrees. Now, with that, do we see any connection where if angle A or arc A is 104 degrees and arc B is 33 degrees, while angle 3 is 35.5 degrees? Do we see any relationship? Do we see any connections? How is these angles related, or these arcs, the measurement of these arcs related to the angle? So in that, what can you say about the measure of angle 3 in relation to arcs A and B? It seems there is no specific pattern. But wait, what will happen if I subtracted 104 and 33? I will get 71. Is 71 now related to 35.5? Yes, maybe. Because 71 divided by 2 is 35.5. Therefore, I can see that when I subtract the bigger angle and the smaller arc, the bigger arc and the smaller arc, and divide the difference by 2, I will get the measurement of the angle outside the circle. Therefore, what relationship can you conclude about the measure of the angle outside the circle and the intercepted arcs formed by 2 secants or 2 tangents or 1 secant or 1 tangent, because these are actually seconds. Okay, so can you see, can you make a conclusion? Okay, so when you subtract the bigger arc and the smaller arc and divide it by 2, you will get the measurement of the angle outside the circle. Okay? So let us use these conclusions to be able to answer different problems. Okay, let's do it again. The measure of the angle outside the circle formed by 2 seconds or tangents is half. Half the difference of the bigger arc and the smaller arc. Okay? So let's have more examples. If the measures of arc A and B are 110 and 50 respectively, then what is the measure of angle 3? Okay, using our experiment, let's see, if this is 110 minus 50, we will get 60. 60 divided by 2 is 30. Therefore, angle 3 here is 30 degrees. Okay, how about number 2? If the measures of arcs A and B are 125 and 45 degrees respectively, then the measurement of angle 3 is correct. 125 minus 45 is 80 degrees divided by 2, we will get 40 degrees. How about problem number 3? If the measure of arc A and angle 3 are 120 and 40 respectively, then the measure of arc B is, so this time the missing part is B. So we say if we are to make an equation, that is 120 minus B divided by 2 equals 40. Or as simple as 120 minus 40, since the given is the angle, we may say that we may multiply 40 by 2, which is 80. So 120 minus 80 will be 40 degrees. Let's check if that is correct. 120, if arc B is 40, 120 minus 40 is 80, divided by 2 is also 40. So what I did, 120 minus 40 times 2. That is also the length of arc B. Okay, number 4. If the measure of arc B and angle 3 are 50 and 30, so this time the given is arc B and angle, the angle. So how are we going to solve for that? So A minus 50 divided by 2 equals 30. So, how am I going to do that in reverse? If I'm going to reverse that, as simple as angle 3 is 30, 30 times 2 is 60, and 60 plus 50 is 110. Okay, that's how I reverse the process. So, if these are given, we do it this way. A minus B divided by 2 equals angle 3. But if A is missing, what I do is angle 3 times 2 plus B, and I will get arc A. Okay, that's another strategy. How about this one? If the measure of arc A is twice the measure of arc B, and the measure of angle 3 is 30. So what is the measurement of A and B? So, very clear, this is 30 degrees. Oh, sorry. So, 30 degrees times 2 is 60. So, the difference should be 60. Okay, and of course, what value would give us 60? Ayan, that's also 60 degrees. Let's double check. Medyo napabilis yung PowerPoint ko dito. Ano? So, sayang. Okay, but if we check, if A is 120 and B is 60, 120 minus 60 is 60. Divided by 2 is 30. So, tama. Ano? Tama yung answer. The answer is correct. Now, let's check the second condition. Is A twice of B? Yes, it is also correct. So A is 120 and B is 60. So 120 minus 60 divided by 2 is 30. But how am I going to do that? So medyo kailangan nyo mag-isip ng konti dito. So 3, angle 3 is 30 times 2. That will be 60. So I know that the difference should be 60. And that will be 120 minus 60. That gives you 60 degrees divided by 2. That's why you get the measurement of angle 3. Okay, so I hope you learned this concept about intercepted arcs and the angle outside the circle. So whichever is given, just make sure you know how to manipulate the formula. Okay, so once again, this is Mr. D of DSS Review Center, and thank you for listening and for watching this particular video. So I will upload more videos related to your lessons from second quarter, third quarter, up to fourth quarter. Okay, so aalalayan ko kayo for you to learn grade 10 lessons easily even in pandemic time. Thank you and God bless us all.